Hey peeps, how are we doing today? So I want to do an update on Crypterium, which has been one of my faves, I have to say, just because the concept is super unique and brilliant and needed in the industry. So Crypterium was launched on a couple of exchanges, Ether, Delta, and IDEX, I believe, on January 23rd. So I wanted to give you guys an update, the news that I've been looking at and all that stuff. All that jazz. All right, so let's first of all want to say hello. And I was one of these who got in there right away. If you'll see some of my review videos from months ago, you can see that. As always, I put whatever I recommend to you guys. I have put my money there. I put my money where my mouth is. So we're in it together. Although, of course, know that I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your due diligence always go with your gut instinct. If it feels right for you, yeah, go for it. Never, invest more than you can afford. And I'm gonna do another update on Crisis Coin, and I want to do a kind of a lending for the lending platforms, kind of strategies and stuff like that. So stay tuned for those videos. I hopefully going to try and get them done today, but definitely this week. Okay, so back to Crypterium. This is super exciting. Well, hold on. Let's start. Where am I going to start? Start here, because this is the it's on the Medium page, and was the co-founder. So this is ICO's done. What's next? And it was one of the best ICOs in history, really. So that's really awesome. Okay, right. So, blah, blah. I'll have a little look at the roadmap too again. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Crypterium's app will go through significant changes, because that's the biggest news, guys. Is that some of the biggest news, that the Android app is going to be out soon. I think Apple will follow. Apple's a lot harder to get apps on than Android or say Amazon, something like that. So anyways, Android app's coming out soon. Exactly. And being a crypt token, and if any of you other guys out there got on board with me in the ICO, we're kind of the only ones that will get full functionality of Crypterium. And that's what I'm saying. So the crypt token holder, I mean, they said that right from the start. The bonuses and the the advantages of buying in on the ICO. Okay, so they're going to say, yeah, eventually we will be blending, because you're going to need the tokens to do the transactions, right? So it's kind of important to get in the tokens. All right. Yeah, we're launching the product right now. The app itself will go live in the first half of 2018. I just read somewhere else they're going to try and get in the beginning of the second quarter. Okay, so that's cool. And they're saying we might even release several apps instead of just one, like Crypterium Lite, for example. But stay tuned on that. Okay, and then for the tokens, the ICO people, we must assist with creating an open market for crypt tokens, that's what I was saying. It's a crucial point, since the crypt tokens are the only means of paying transaction fees when using our product. So for new users, so you guys haven't got any yet, and you want to, there's going to be, well, they're saying, unless a fully fledged open market for our tokens is created, such users will have trouble becoming crypt token holders, which will hinder our business's development as a result. So we don't want to do that. So they're looking at creating an accessible, coherent, fully fledged open market for crypt tokens, and developing our business and providing news coverage of the whole process. A brilliant future awaits us all. Super exciting. And then this article, and this is on NASDAQ, the USA Commerce. Okay. Where are we? Okay, so that's what they're saying. They want it because you can't, and if you have got crypto tokens, and sign in and apply for a card, but they're going to basically use the NFC system that's already there with the app, the QR scans. So this article is saying Yeah, exactly. No physical cards. And you'll be users will paying using digital currencies like they do with fiat currency nowadays, which is cash. But the beauty of Crypterium is that they're going to do all that for us in the app. So you go into a store and you want to buy, I don't know, a pair of jeans, right? So you would put in how much that would be in, say, the cash, right? So 50 bucks, or how much, $100, say, right? And then say, well, but I want to pay in Bitcoin. So then you put in $100 worth of Bitcoin, and then you'd scan your QR code in the stores, and then it would deduct from your Bitcoin, for example, and the store would get the $100 in cash in seconds. So this is what I mean. This is super, super cool and very unique. There's nothing out there that does this right now. So where we go? With your e-wallet, so it's going to be your app. And then there's also, they're going to be, if you want to see my full review I did in Crypterium months ago, check that out, about the loyalty programs and the cashback rewards and all that jazz. And they are going to eventually bring out the peer-to-peer loans, well, through Crypterium. So it's more secure than the peer-to-peer, but yeah, it's so exciting. All right, so one of the co-founders of TechCrunch said that Crypterium is likely to be the next big thing. So why this is article saying why, and what I think, why the predictions could be right is they hit their hard cap of $3 million in 5 hours. I mean, now I know that they can go in seconds. But this was done back in October or beginning November. It's already trading upwards. So it's on Ether Delta, and I did do one of my videos, how to use Ether Delta, because it's a little tricky, especially when you're first using it, as you will see in my video, which I had to edit. Okay. And the reason they've gone on to the two small ones is because people are, I think even now, people are still getting their tokens, but pretty much everyone's got theirs by now. And it did go up to, I think it went up to $3. And I paid, I think, because I got in really early, so I think I paid just over, it was in like, this was how much a token, crypto token was, and I think when I got it, it was only about $1. So that's pretty sweet. And I can't remember if they did bonuses or not. Anyways, yes, this is it. This is what you want to look for coins and ICOs, like something that is unique and that we actually need and want. So this is saying, like what I was kind of saying, you can have an app where you can manage all your cryptocurrency holdings, make transactions, and do anything you do with cash. It will be a mobile crypto bank that even features loyalty programs and up to 50% cashback. And it's the contactless payments. So they're using the NFC, which is already there. That tech's already there. Okay. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. For God's sakes. What is it? Always when I'm live. Okay, so yeah, tapping in your smartphone or cash register and deducting the payment from your e-wallet. That is just really sweet. All right, that's that. And then let's just go over onto their Facebook page. So that's what I'm saying. They've got 32,000 people following. All right, this is pretty exciting. They're going to, all the heads are getting together and doing a live stream from Singapore, which is, they're going to have offices in London and Singapore. So catch that. It's going to be at 7:10 UTC time, and it's 2:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. Okay, and this is what I'm saying about the NFC technology. Same thing as Apple Pay or Samsung Pay and any of that jazz, which is really cool, I think. Anyways, so if you haven't followed their page, Facebook page, I would recommend doing that because they're pretty active in there. And this is them just talking about the peer-to-peer loans. That's the article we just went over. There was one more thing. Well, this kind of explains the token transactions. So, okay, he's okay. So all this where he's using, like, if you wanted to buy, like, concert ticket or theater tickets or something like that, pre-book it, right? So they're saying we have 50,000 token buyers in our ICO. I think it's even more. Maybe they didn't all buy. But here it's saying, yes, 68,000 purchasers. But this guy is the co-founder, so I guess he knows what he's talking about. So, okay, so go 50,000 people have our token, and we have something like 250,000 people who have registered to use the platform. So it's a 5-to-1 ratio. Here's what's likely to happen in practice going forward, is that the vast majority of our platform users will not be token owners at the time that they download their app, the Crypt app, and attach their crypto assets to the Crypterium's wallet. But in the same way that I use HSBC, which is a bank, you're not an HSBC shareholder. See, when you got on the ICO, you became a token holder. So you kind of, I don't know, like I said, you get the full function of the app. So you're kind of like a shareholder with them. Okay, so we're saying, right. But at the time of the transaction, we effectively facilitate this instantaneous purchase of that token for the customer. So if the customer does not own that token at the time, effectively, let's say, using the example, 5 cents worth for the fee, the 0.5% that would be used to purchase 5 cents worth of our tokens from a facility that we create inside the application. So although the customer can use the tokens, which he already has, if he doesn't have them, we effectively facilitate that at the transaction time. So that's really cool. Okay, there's that. Oh yeah, they're just saying January 28th. So make sure, if you haven't, give them get my Ether wallet. Again, I got videos on how to do that in here on my playlist. It's coming. They've done mostly all of them, but you just need to set up your my Ether wallet, and give them that ETH address. That's so nice. That's my Facebook group. So yeah, come over to that too. A little bit of Coin Boot Camp. That'd be great. All right. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I'm not plugging. Did not mean to do that. Well, I am plugging. If you want to stay a bit more up to date, I'm a bit more active in the groups, because it's a little easier to make a comment than a video, or less time anyways. And then, yeah, same thing on their page that shows you how to do the wallets, or I've got, like I said, my video down there. I'll put a couple of links down below. It makes it easier for you, not going through my channel. Right. That's just saying about the NFC. Okay. And I just want to show you one last little thing. Oh, actually, where am I? Here. So here's the coinmarketcap.com, where you can keep track of the changes. All right. Like the whole, I mean, don't worry about this drop, because everything's dropping right now. But again, don't worry about that, because this is quite standard. And I mean, you think about it. Does anyone go out in January? Does anyone really spend money in January? All exchanges, especially the crypto world, January is renowned as a shitty month. Low. But how we capitalize on that is this is what you always want to do. Buy low, sell high, or hold. Up to you. Okay, so just have a little quick look at the charts. So yeah, like this is what it's not. So I think the most it hit was, what, 282? And right now we're at about 127. But it's a week, dudes. A week. Don't you worry about that. I will be holding on to these puppies, let me tell you. All right, and these are the exchanges they're on right now. Probably I've only used Ether Delta. So you can do as you like. I don't know anything about CoinFalcon or IDEX either, really. But yeah, Ether Delta is a little tricky at first, so I either watch my video or another one. So I don't want you guys losing any money. Okay, so I think, oops, where was I? This is their white paper. Oh, it's an amazing white paper too. And the team, like I said, and the team behind it are very, very capable, and they have done some amazing stuff in the past with currency. I just want to get. Just want to show you the. Oh, that's the team. We need some more women in this industry, God, girls. I'm telling you. Oh, there's one. Awesome. 1 out of what? 12 guys. That's all right. So yeah, mobile contactless payment. That's their first goal. Yeah, like I said, go to their Crypterium.io to look at the white paper yourself. So I don't want to make this super long. But this is a good little, this is kind of in a surmises it quite quickly. So, you want to purchase a cup of coffee. You're going to have to top up your balance in your exchange. And it's 20 minutes, sometimes a lot longer for BTC. Wait up 3 days to top up their cash, and then only a user can purchase a cup of coffee. Right. With Crypt, users can make an immediate payment in the preferred cryptocurrency in their wallet. However, to conduct the settlement, Crypt tokens should be used. In the event the user has no tokens, he will have to find a token holder that transfers Crypt tokens. Me and the lucky few that got in there, we just have to tap the standard NFC terminal with our smartphones, and a small 0.5% Crypt transaction fee is charged and burned. Boop! Which is also good because, as we know, the less coins there are, the higher the value. Supply and demand. And they're doing a permanent loyalty reward, which is super cool to encourage people to be using to pay for things like this. I will be in the bronze category. We gotta love our baby ballers, starting out. Don't worry about it. That's what I mean. Even if you can put $20 in or $100, whatever, always do what you can afford. And the more you can accumulate, the more you can invest in other ones, right? Diversification is also key. I can't wait to get a new laptop that has more memory. Okay, so that just shows you a bit of that. The loyalty to encourage people to use it. Once they bring out the loan thing, which is down the road, like this year, that's going to be super cool. And where was it? To see. Oh, this is the future. This is the kind of like the roadmap, right? So this is number one, get the crypto wallet out, and the smart exchange, which is like right, because that's what they do. They find the best prices through these exchanges. It goes into Crypterium, as well as the forex exchanges. It goes into Crypterium, real-time management, and then you can do cash to crypto and back and forth, and that will have instant payments, which is really cool. And then this is what the crypto bank, they're going to do standard everyday services. So this is what they're going to be doing. These are the coins they're going to be doing, and many more right away, which is really, like I said, I keep going, it's so cool, but that's what I mean, it's unique. This is why I bought into this one, because it's like, wow, this is awesome. I much prefer to use this bank than my own bank. Much more control. So have a little look. I don't want to bore you guys too much. There's the QR code payments, e-commerce. They developed an API, which any internet store display a QR code, which in turn can be read by the Crypt mobile banking customer to scan that code and make a payment using crypto in the same way as it could at any contactless payment point. You know the word. Cool. All right. And this API open platform. I'll probably skim through it. But this, like, loads of, they're doing corporate culture, they're more product development. And then the next big thing is Crypterium's own payment infrastructure, which we plan will cover at least 25,000 POS and online stores around the world. It's rather difficult to estimate marginal expenses on every connection of the store, but it definitely looks like we will spend at least around 50,000 Ethereum on building all the solutions and expanding our minimal infrastructure, as well as their open API. So that's for online. Okay, this is what I wanted to find. Okay. So this is just showing the market standard, the individual company, and Crypterium, right? I'm not going to read all that, but just look for all the yeses in Crypterium. That's what I'm saying. Nothing else like it, and I can't see anything being like this for quite some time. And that was why I like Crypterium, because they had their main product there already. Because a lot of ICOs will do it to make the product, but they had their initial problem already done.